This evening, looking out right now on the 41 Skyview from Volume Chevrolet in at First Ninth. You can see very low visibilities. If you're headed out this evening, want to give some space between you and any other cars because those visibilities are going to be differing as you are heading out across the area. Dense fog advisory has been issued for all of Middle Georgia through 10 a.m. tomorrow. So this goes well into tomorrow morning as you're heading out for work or wherever you need to go. Give yourself some extra time. Throw on the low beams because the high beams will not be helping you out there for tonight and tomorrow. We're seeing a few showers mainly to our south this evening, but otherwise very warm conditions. 60 here in Macon, 61 in Dublin, and seeing 55 in Perry. As we are heading into tomorrow morning, we will continue to see this fog mainly through around 9 or 10. After that, mostly cloudy skies stick around.
In high definition, this is 41 NBC News at 11.
Well, good evening. Thanks for joining us for 41 NBC News at 11. I'm Tucker Sargent. Our top story tonight at 11, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and Macon Regional Crime Stoppers are offering a $2,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in connection to the homicide of Alexander Davis on October 30th on Highway 341 near Musella Baptist Church in Musella. Davis was killed. That is in Crawford County. You can call the numbers on your screen if you have any information. Well, bullets pour into a Macon home every night, and it was all captured on a doorbell camera. Fred Hodges says he was visiting his 90-year-old mother at her home on Key Street, and around midnight, someone drove up and fired shots into the home. Thankfully, no one was injured, but Hodges says he wants to see more law enforcement in the area. We took that concern and the camera footage to the Bibb County Sheriff's Office.
You know, when certain places or events happen at places, we get there when we're called as quickly as we can. So we're not allocating certain deputies to certain areas just because they're an area. We go to where we're called.
Well, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is investigating the shots fired. If you have any information on this case, call Crime Stoppers at 1-877-68-CRIME. Well, the Macon-Bibb Fire Department is investigating 4 fires that happened within 24 hours. They all happened within a half-mile radius of Eisenhower Parkway. The first 3 happened Monday at homes on Daly Street, Central Avenue, and L Street. Then on Tuesday, crews responded to a separate structure fire on L Street. Firefighters were able to contain all the fires. Investigators are still working to determine if the fires were set on purpose. Call the Georgia Arson Hotline at 1-800-282-5804 if you have any information. And the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is updating information on a car wanted in connection to a deadly hit and run. Deputies say they're looking for a 2000s light silver Toyota sedan like the one you see here. There should be damage on the front bumper on the passenger side around the wheel. Deputies say the car is wanted in connection to a December 4th crash on I-75 South near the Bibb-Monroe line. If you have any tips, call the Monroe County Sheriff's Office at 478-994-7010. The Governor's Office of Highway Safety, Georgia State Patrol, and other agencies have started the annual Drive Sober, Get Pulled Over campaign. The yearly campaign reminds drivers to never drink and drive. State troopers and local law enforcement are stepping up traffic enforcement during the holiday season. They say any driver who's drunk or drugged will go to jail.
One drunk driving death is one too many because all drunk driving deaths are caused by someone who makes the selfish decision to get behind the wheel of a vehicle when they're impaired.
Georgia State Patrol says 33 people were killed in crashes during the 78-hour holiday travel period for Christmas and New Year's Eve last year. By the way, AAA Georgia is offering free towing services to impaired drivers again this year. Well, in other local news, Middle Georgia families got some extra help for the holidays from Santa's Salvation Army of Helpers. Volunteers spent the morning fulfilling wishes from the Salvation Army Angel Tree program, which allows families to write down what their children are hoping to get from Santa. Shoppers then take a list from a tree location and buy gifts for families. The program helped close to 500 Middle Georgia families this year.
Generally, every child, we try not to send them out with less than 3 gifts. And if we have enough clothing, we'll do items of clothing and outfit, 3 gifts and a stocking.
Now, the items range from clothes to dolls to brand new bikes. Anything a child might want or need for Christmas. And speaking of bikes, the Salvation Army says it received more than 200 bike donations this year. Well, new tonight at 11, breaking news in the battle against the coronavirus pandemic. The CDC has updated its recommendations on COVID-19 vaccines after its vaccine advisors made a game-changing vote on their vaccine recommendations. Jen Sullivan has the latest.
It has an extraordinary ability to transmit efficiently and spread.
A warning that the Omicron COVID-19 variant will soon dominate Delta in the United States.
It has what we call a doubling time of about 3 days. And if you do the math on that, if you have just a couple of percentage of the isolates being Omicron, very soon it's going to be the dominant variant.
This as CDC vaccine advisors voted unanimously to change their recommendations on vaccines, making it clear that shots made by Moderna and Pfizer are preferred over Johnson & Johnson's vaccine.
I think it's really important to include the severity of the side effect that is a driving factor for this recommendation.
About 16 million people have received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The new data indicates a rare blood clotting syndrome is more common among people who received it than previously believed. In rare cases, this syndrome can be fatal. The makers of the J&J vaccine defended it ahead of Thursday's vote.
And while TTS continues to be a rare event, unfortunately, cases of COVID-19 are not. It is saving lives here in the U.S. today and on every continent around the globe. Our vaccine is different. It's long-lasting. It offers high levels of protection.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Well, still ahead on 41 NBC News at 11, 100 new COVID infections in the NFL this week alone, and now changes are being considered for COVID protocols. Plus, we'll have a look at when Demaryius Thomas's funeral service will take place this weekend and where.
Get news anytime on 41NBC.com and the 41NBC News app. 41NBC. Clear, accurate, to the point.
Ask Angie, Fridays on Daybreak and 41 Today.
Shop Christmas deals at Quality Computers. All gaming laptops and desktops are $100 off. Plus, you can get $50 off refurbished systems. You can get a free laptop bag and mouse with any new laptop, and a free webcam or headset with any new desktop. Get these deals while supplies last. Get started on your holiday shopping at Quality Computer Systems in Macon.
All professionals, no geeks, Quality Computer Systems.
No matter which family member makes the mess, the Floor Store wants to help make sure it's easy to forgive and forget. We offer many styles of beautiful, durable, and easy-to-clean flooring that can stand up to almost anything. Like our LVP flooring, Mohawk carpet, tile, and more. Call us today. We'll help you find the products that stand up to all of life's little messes. Remember, we're not just another floor store. We are the Floor Store. www.thefloorstoreonline.com.
At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, one call is all it takes to have an appointment in as little as 24 hours and meet with a team of cancer experts, all in one location, specializing in complex and advanced stage cancer. Call now.
America First means more jobs for Georgians and the best state for business. Millionaire David Perdue built a career putting himself first. Searching for cheap labor, Perdue outsourced jobs to countries like China. He made a fortune for himself, but left communities broken, families ruined. Perdue even bragged, "Yeah, I spent most of my career doing that." That's not America First. That's David Perdue putting China and himself first. Georgia and Georgia families last.
2 loads of snot-covered laundry. Only 1 will be sanitized.
Wait, what?
Adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of bacteria. Detergent alone can't. Clean is good. Sanitized is better.
In high definition, this is 41 NBC News at 11.
Today on Mom to Mom, we're making a special treat for that special teacher. When it comes to gifting those special teachers for the holidays, we like to think outside the box. So instead of those traditional mugs with hot chocolate or coffee in it, we like to get
Christmas ornaments and throw all the yummy, delicious stuff inside. So basically, it's very easy to do and your kids will have a blast helping you do this. All you're gonna need are those clear Christmas ornaments that you can get at any craft store, and then all the yummy stuff you wanna throw in it for your hot chocolate, whether it's white chocolate chips, mini marshmallows, sprinkles, and then you want to get some hot chocolate. I basically go with the easy packet because, well, it's easy. So let's assemble our hot chocolate ornaments. All right, so I like to use a funnel. It just helps get the cocoa mix go in a lot easier and less of a mess. So once you put that funnel up to the ornament, then you can put your cocoa mix in. Okay. Once the cocoa mix is in, you can then dress it however you like. I like to do the chocolate chips, then the sprinkles, then the marshmallows to kind of top it off. Once you're done with all the good stuff inside, then you can put your top back on. I like to dress mine with a little ribbon, and voila, they're ready to be gifted to that special teacher. Hopefully your child's teacher will love this as much as ours do, and you'll enjoy doing it at the same time. If you have any other wonderful ideas, please message us on our Facebook page, and we'll see you on the next Mom to Mom.
We are continuing to see some dense fog across middle Georgia this evening. This is looking out right now on the 41 sky view from Piedmont-Macon Medical Centers overlooking downtown at Macon. Although our view doesn't actually go that far for tonight, we are looking at some big changes in the forecast, including some heavy rain for the weekend. Got to look at that forecast coming up next.
The best stories come from you. If you see breaking news or have a news tip, call the 41 NBC Newsroom at 1-866-901-NEWS.
Weather brought to you by Volume Chevrolet in Forsyth, exit 187 off I-75.
If someone puts you on to a Mickey D's breakfast sandwich, it's only proper to get them one in return. Hey, that's the rule. Wake up on the right side of the griddle and mix and match a sizzling sausage McMuffin, flaky sausage biscuit, sweet and savory chicken McGriddles, or hash browns. Choose any two for $2. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tiffany Scandrett, and I've had the pleasure of partnering with the Macon-Bibb Economic Opportunity Council Incorporated. This has been your local community action agency since 1965. You may be familiar with the local Head Start programs or even the energy assistance, but there are so many other programs that give people a hand up. Mrs. Sarita Hill and her amazing team are looking forward to serving you and your family soon.
Helping people, changing lives, building families.
Keep moving and living and breathing in us.
Hello, this is John Butler with Serenity Gardens Memorial Park. We are located off of Eisenhower Parkway in Macon, Georgia. We are a local owned and operated cemetery serving the local community for all your needs. Please give us a call because we care.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad. There's something to hold on to.
This is the part where I rush to save the day.
Wow, what a ride.
Hurry in and save up to $42.62 on select models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Another round of severe weather hits the U.S., this time the upper Midwest, bringing rain, hurricane-force winds, and multiple tornadoes. This as recovery efforts continue across the southeast from last week's deadly storm. NBC's Jay Gray has the latest from Mayfield, Kentucky.
Hey there, good evening. We're inside a warehouse turned distribution center here. Essentials for survivors, really everything they need as the real recovery begins in earnest at this point. I mean, we're talking everything from bed linens to baby food here. You've got pet food, just the things that have been lost by so many here. This is one of the missions on the ground here. The other is the constant cleanup, search, and recovery. There are crews that continue to pull away debris where they can, when they can. It's an effort that goes on around the clock here, but even for those who have seen disaster in the past, this one is much different.
And you look at just the breadth and depth of destruction,
just the path, how long it went, and just individual homes destroyed all along the way, forests, everything. It's really incredible.
Yeah, and look, rain is adding to the mess there and to the need for everything in here. Forecasters warning we could see severe weather here over the next few days. In fact, the rain and lightning so intense today, they had to close down outside pickups here for just a bit. That's the latest here in Mayfield, Kentucky. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you now.
Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Yeah, here it's definitely a different story as far as our weather is concerned. Right now, it's kind of dominated by some fog across the area. This looking out on the 41 sky view from the Houston County Galleria overlooking Center Park in Centerville. You can see kind of to those lights over there by the street, but visibility in many areas is now lower than around 1/4 of a mile. So you want to definitely take it easy on the roads. For tomorrow morning, we're expecting a lot of this to still kind of hang around. So maybe head out a little bit earlier than you typically would as you are heading out to start your day tomorrow. But we're not seeing much in the way of rainfall out there, so that is some good news for us right now. Most of us kind of staying dry with the exception of that little bit of mist that we're continuing to see. And those clouds and the mist that we saw earlier today actually did keep us a little bit cooler, 61 degrees, which is normal for this time of year, but it's cooler than what we were expecting because we did expect to see a little bit more in the way of some sunshine, a break in the clouds, but none of that today. That's going to be for tomorrow. You can see temperatures hanging out in the 60s and 50s all across the southeast, 59 in Atlanta, 57 in Nashville, and you see that cold air as well to the north. So that's going to be staying up there for a little while. This is all that rain that we're continuing to see along the cold front that brought those severe storms to parts of the middle of the country, the Great Plains, where we saw those strong storms yesterday. That's just going to stay well to our north for tonight. It's actually not going to be where we see our rainfall coming from. We're actually going to see all of that kind of pulling in from the Gulf of Mexico. So you take a look at our stormcast heading into tomorrow. More of these showers will start to push into the area into tomorrow morning. It's going to be mostly light rain out there, and then this area of low pressure, this is where we start to see our next weather maker for the weekend. So that's going to push to the east. At the same time, we are going to see more rain pushing in from the Gulf of Mexico. So if you're heading out tomorrow night, that's probably going to be our best shot to see some potentially moderate rainfall before this system starts to make its way in through the day on Saturday. So this is by around 4 p.m. Those showers start to push in to the Macon area. We're going to continue to see rain chances through the overnight hours and into early Sunday morning. But otherwise, a closer look for our area for tonight. Temperatures staying mainly in the 50s and 60s. We'll see those scattered showers tomorrow, but once again, fog is going to continue into the morning hours. So be ready for that to start your day. 70s are back for the afternoon. Enjoy those warm temperatures for both Friday and Saturday, but do know that Saturday is going to bring a better chance for showers, especially by Saturday afternoon and evening. You can see those really starting to push in after around 4 p.m. for Saturday and then just kind of lingering throughout the rest of the evening. We will continue to see our humidity on the rise at least through Saturday evening. As we're heading into the rest of the weekend, that's where we start to see some clearing because that cold front is going to push through. It's going to bring in this drier, cooler air for Sunday. So highs on Sunday only getting into the 60s. By Tuesday, that's where we start to see our next system pushing up from the Gulf of Mexico. This brings us potential for some heavy rainfall through Tuesday and maybe early Wednesday, but that gets out of here and dries us out for much of the rest of next week. In just 10 seconds, I'll have a look at our 7-day forecast.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's volumechevrolet.com.
And here's your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast, sponsored by Volume Chevrolet. We've got temperatures hanging out in the mid-70s through Saturday. It is going to be warm out there. Enjoy it. Also, Saturday going to be our rainiest day, but a big cool down into the 50s is going to happen for the start of next week. Tuesday also looks like it could be pretty rainy.
For weather updates on the go, download the 41 NBC AccuWeather app and follow 41 NBC on Facebook and Twitter.